Welcome, problem solving fans, to another problem of the day. And this one is all about your P's, your Q's, and your R's. And we've got to find the mystery value of each. It says 25% of P is Q, a fifth of Q is R, 10% of R is 7. Now you'll notice I use the word is, and that's because with questions like this you can replace the equal sign with an is. So we're actually going to do that first. And we've got to calculate P plus R. Well, the trick with this one is actually to work in reverse. We actually need to figure out what R is first and work backwards. So if 10% of R is 7, we need to find what R is. Well, R, we need to build that 10% back up to 100%, which is going to be all of R. 100% is basically all of R, which is R. So to get from 10% back up to 100%, you would have to times that by 10. 10% times 10 is 100%, so we need to times the 7 by 10. 7 times 10 is 70. So R must be worth 70. And that's the first part of our answer. R must be worth 70. Now let's replace this R here with 70. So 1/5 of Q is 70. So if you imagine a bar split into fifths, it is telling us that 1/5 is 70. So this fifth here must be worth 70. But all of the fifths must be worth 70. But don't forget that this total bar must be the value of Q, because we're split, it's a fifth of Q, so it's a fifth of the bar, the whole bar, which is worth Q. So a fifth of the whole bar, which is Q, is worth 70. Now we can figure out what Q must be, because Q must be 5 lots of 70. And 5 lots of 70, 70 times 5, 5 nothings are nothing, and 5 sevens are 35. So the whole bar Q must be worth 350. So Q is worth 350. But now we can obviously replace this Q 350 in this one. So we're working backwards again. So 25% of P is 350. Now if we imagine another bar, 25% is the same as a quarter. So we need to split this bar into quarters, and it's telling us a quarter of P is 350. So each quarter is 350. And don't forget that it's a quarter of P. So the whole bar is worth P. And we've got 4 lots of P. So we need to work out 4 lots of 350. So 350 times by 4, let's see what that gives us. 4 nothings are nothing, 4 fives are 20, put the 0 in, carry the 2. 4 threes are 12, plus the 2 is 14. So it's 1,400. Now let's recap the main points. We've got the value of P, we've just worked out to be 1,400. And we've got the value of R, which we earlier worked out to be 70. So the final question is P plus R. Well, if P is 1,400 and R is worth 70, P plus R must be 1,470. And that is our final answer, 1,470.